Hey, what is going on, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're about to start playing some Monster Train. This is a card game that I got sent a key for. I'm really excited to play it. I've seen a couple of people playing it. Not really understood fully what's going on, so this is the first time I've turned it on. There's going to be lots of misplays. I'll do my best to pick it up as quickly as we can and go through the first run, but I think it's going to be tough. Similar to Slay the Spire in that there's cards involved, but there's a lot of other game mechanics. Essentially, in this game, we're the defenders of hell who are trying to keep hell from freezing over, and we're running our train with the last remaining fire, essentially, to stop hell from freezing over. Whilst the agents of good, I guess the people from heaven, are trying to stop us from getting there. That will make some sense as we play. We're going to get straight. I don't know how multiplayer goes. We're going to get straight into this single player. We've never done a run, so this is the active run. This is the first one. So as you can see here, I think this will tell us we've done sod all. As you can see, we've not tried anything. We've not done anything. As you go through it, you unlock new clans, I think they're called, to defend. But I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how we go. Welcome to hell. Your train is carrying precious cargo. The last remaining shard of the pyre. Needed to relight the fires in the depths of hell. Invaders from heaven, the winged, will do anything to prevent you from completing your journey. You must make wise decisions and build your band of monsters to have any hope of success. Good luck, Hellborn. Okay, so this is our train. We're heading down here for battle. Heaven's priests, these disciples have dedicated themselves to the service of heaven and will attempt to restore life to all their companions. So these are the people we'll be fighting on this level, I think. The discipled Inquisitor, he's relentless. Combat in this room continues until all enemies are defeated. Trusted Priest restores 5 health to friendly units. And then the Forged Disciple has a lot of health, doesn't do too much damage, but this guy will be healing them. So seems like it's important for us to take out the healing units first. We have a train. This is our train. This is our pyre. This is your pyre. If it takes too much damage from enemy attacks, your run is over. So as you saw up here, the pyre has 80 health and can do 20 damage. Enemies have boarded your train. Have they got tickets? I don't know. Enemies enter the lowest level and move up one level each turn. If they reach the top, they'll attack the pyre. Okay. And then we have cards to defend. Summon your units to defend your train. You can play each unit card once per battle. So we've got our champion here. He's got multi-strike, so you can see we can do 6 damage twice and has 6 health. And we've got the train steward here. So he does 5 damage and has 8 health. So we're going to throw our prince here now. Each floor of the train has limited capacity up here, as you can see. And we saw that this card had 2 little pips at the top. The amount of space is indicated by the pips on the card. Perfect. Combat previews are now enabled. The preview number shows the amount of damage each unit will take during the next combat phase with a red X. So if I click OK with this, if we didn't have combat preview on, this game would be nigh on impossible because there's so much going on and so much that you have to remember that this would be a real problem. So let's have a quick review of what we got. We've got this little icon down here, which means we've got multi-strike. We've got 6 health. We're going to take 2 damage. This person has 25 health, going to take 7 damage. At the end of this round, they're going to move up to the next floor. This person here has 1 health, but we will restore 5 hit points on any kind of damage. Problem is, we're not hitting this person because our attacks are going to hit this dude here. So we need to have a think about what we're going to do. I don't know why this person's going to lose 7 health when we're doing 2 times 6. I'm not sure exactly what that is. And I don't think it tells me. I don't quite know how this all fits together. However, we've got some spells down here as well. We can do 2 damage and we can also get our train steward out. So I think the first thing we want to do is torch this dude. They're now dead. This person's going to take 12. Oh, it's because he was healing. Right, okay. So it already taken into account the 5 heal that they were going to get. So we want our train steward out here as well, I think, in front of our big boss. And now you can see we're doing 17 damage to them. We're doing extra torch. And then they're still going to make it to the next level. But that's as much as we can do. We've used all of our ember down here. As you can see, we get 3 every turn. This is our draw deck. Up here we can speed up combat, but we'll keep it on slow for the time being. A run takes a very long time. Mine probably won't. I'll probably die fairly quickly, but a run takes quite a long time. So we'll see how we get on. Let's hit end turn. You can see they've come and attacked us. We've attacked back, and then we've had a multi-strike from our champion. That's it. 2 new enemies have appeared. Delightful. But as you can see, this person now has 6 health, and he's going to keep working their way up until they get to the very top. We've got a couple of things we can do here, though, that are going to help us out. So we can, first of all, fire this dude. We have to take them out at every opportunity we get. We've got cards that will allow us to restore 2 health and apply 1 regen. Regen restores 1 health per stack at the end of each turn. So we could restore 2 health and then get some more health as time goes on. I think what we do want to do is bring out our train steward on this floor so we can hopefully kill this person. We can't kill them at the moment. Potentially I could gamble and hope that we get another train steward, which we will next turn, and we can put them on the top floor. And in the meantime, we can do exactly the same as what we've done. We can do another 2 damage here, or we could restore some health here. Don't know whether that was the right move or not. I don't think it's going to matter too much too early on, but let's keep going. So they're going up on 1, and again, we're doing our damage over here to bring them down to 8. So we've got our train steward, so we can definitely put a train steward up here and kill this one. So they always get to attack first, unless you get some kind of modifier that helps it out. We haven't got anyone coming onto this level, so that's good news. What we could do is simply heal up. We know that this person is going to take some damage. We know that this person's going to take some damage. We could just heal up. So if we play this here, and we play this here, we bring them up to full health. We could restore up here as well, or we could just put another train steward down. We can't put them on this floor because the capacity is too full. We can put them... Oh, we haven't got any ember. I don't think it's going to matter too much because essentially we don't know what the boss is going to be like in terms of health, but this person's going to die when they get to the next floor, and we might be able to bring out some magic to dig into the boss's health pool. Bosses usually have quite a lot of health. Here they come. So this one's got 50. That's a lot, as you can see. It's relentless. That means that we're just going to keep attacking back and forth until this is finished. So there's a few things we could do. We could do some healing. We could do 6 damage straight off the bat. But as you can see, we're going to do 41 damage from these 2 until these guys, until this guy is then moving up to the next level. He's going to go back and forth. He's going to kill these, so you can tell that from the red X's. And then this person's going to move up to the next floor. So next floor, we're going to have to do a reasonable amount of damage. I think what we're going to do, just straight off the bat, is just hit this dude with all of the torches. So when they go up to the next floor, they're going to do 4 damage. We're going to be able to deal with it. Jobs are good. So now we're going to go back and forth between the combat until somebody dies or until everybody dies. As you can see, he's down to 3 health. He hits us one more time. And he moves up to the next floor. Now, he's going to hit us for 4, which is still enough for us to stay alive. We get to play some more cards as well, which is nice. So we could restore some health over here. Could also do that if we really wanted to. Could throw another one of these dudes out. Doesn't really matter. He's going to die anyway. And that's it. That's kind of the concept of defending the pyre. And getting units out, getting them buffed. We haven't got many cards. You will... unlock more cards as we go. We potentially could have got train stewards out earlier to defend a little bit more. We could have moved people up to different levels. There's a lot of variations. Now, we get options, we get cards. So, a couple of things that you can do here. You can pick up any of these cards, or you can skip and take 10 gold. As you can see, 100 gold at the top. So, deal 2 times damage to enemy units. 2 times the number of ember you've got. So, we've got 3 ember. So, we'd do 6 damage by playing this card, but we'd use all our ember. Ascend a unit. Ascend a unit is really interesting because that means you can make them move up another floor. What that does is bypasses some of the capacity rules that you have. So even if you haven't got capacity, you can still move somebody up to another floor. And then we've got summon, apply 3 rage to friendly units. Now rage plus 2 per stack. I think a stack is an individual sort of bit of rage, and one single rage is plus 2, so we'd do 6 rage, but it decreases every turn. So the next turn it'll be 5 and 4 and so on. so forth. This person also has, this imp also has 1 health and 1 hit point, but it means that we can make our champion stronger with some rage. So I feel like that doesn't seem like the worst idea. It's just, how do I don't know how big our floors are. Could I get an imp on the same floor? Or would it an ascend be quite nice to have a couple of trained stewards and our champion on one floor? I think we're going to go with the imp. We also get a choice of a second set of cards. So we could get Restoration Detonation, restore 10 health to a friendly unit, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 5 times the amount healed. So if we healed something by 10, we'd do 50 hit points, which is pretty impressive. Consume this potion, this sap, and we'll regain 5, or we'll get 5 regen, and that restores 1 health per stack at the end of each turn and decreases, so exactly the same as rage. Deal 3 damage, move that unit to the front, so we can grab people who are in the front, sorry, in the back line, and bring them through to the front to be able to kill those sooner if we wanted to. This seems quite good, but we don't have huge healing. We don't have units with huge amounts of health, so it doesn't feel like that's the wisest move right now. But I think I'm going to take it, because who knows what else we're going to get as we go along. Now, between each level, we end up with something like this. This will allow us to stop at these items and buy things, or improve things, or pick up units, or all sorts of stuff. So we can go here and we can improve our spells, or we can go here and we can improve our units. We can come down here and gain an Awoken unit, or we can come over here and gain a Hellhorde unit. So choices. We can go either way. We've got 100 gold. You get to choose both of these, so whichever way you go, you get to pick up both. I wonder, because we've taken that restoration thing, if it's worthwhile getting the Awoken, but then the Hellhorn sounds cooler, right? Let's go this way, so that way we get to upgrade a unit. So we'll come down here. Let's gain the unit. So you can do these in any order. So if we gain the unit first, we've got the Animus of Will, multi-strike ×2. So they're going to do 9 damage, but they've only got 3 health. Whereas this dude is gain 60 max health. So when you summon them, they get a max health of 60, but they're only on 15. So if we then used our bomb, we could heal those 10 points and do 50 points to somebody else, because he's got the capacity to do it. Every time they rejuvenate triggers when they heal, they get +1 to their attack and +1 to their health. So I feel like, because we've taken that bomb, the Awoken Hollow is the right way to go. And then we can also apply potentially a power up depending on what we've got. So we've got 3 power ups here. We can apply 25 health to a unit. We can upgrade a unit with 5 damage and 10 health. And we can take the Eternal Stone, which makes the unit endless. What that means is if one of our units dies, it comes back into our draw deck and we can put them back up. That could be really big with one of our units. These aren't applied to the champion. These have to be applied to the other units that you've got. I'm tempted to go with this and maybe put it on you. You're already doing quite a lot of damage. It means you're not going to be so squishy right at the beginning, and you're going to do more damage. I feel like that might not be the worst shout. So as you can see, 25 hit points, 20 damage, and we've still got capacity to heal. And I guess it means we take this as well, upgrade someone's health. I could put it on you and give you more health straight off the bat, but that kind of negates this point. I could make our little imp a bit stronger. Doesn't feel like the right thing to do necessarily. I could put it on a trained steward. Not sure I'm that worried about doing it. I think I might just leave. I could get rid of a card from our deck, but I think that's a little bit too early to do that. I could re-roll, but we wouldn't have any money to necessarily buy anything else. So I mean, this is quite good, but I think we're going to leave it. Okay. So we've done everything over here. It'd be interesting to know what was over here, but we can move on. So we're heading down to the next floor. Okay, Barbed Disciples. These spiked foes will make direct attacks more painful. Using spells from afar will let you fight without sacrificing your units. So we've got this dude, the last Knight of the Disciples, got 110 health, does 7 damage. This is the boss. He's going to keep fighting us. We've then got this dude up here who damage is dealt to armor before health. Each point of armor blocks 1 point of damage. So He's got 25 armor and 5 health. He doesn't attack. But this dude over here gives him spikes. When a spikes unit, or when a unit has spikes, the attacker takes 1 damage per stack. Other friendly units on the same floor gain the bonus. So we want to get rid of this person who's got 1 health each time. Otherwise, we're going to have to take damage every time we attack. So, clearing them out as we go seems like the right move. And doing that, we need to use the torch. So we can put down our champion. We can also put down our Awoken Hollow. We can do a torch over here to get rid of this. And now we already know that because of this, they're going to die. What we could also do is, knowing that this dude, every time they restore health, they get extra damage, feels like it makes sense to put this on here. They're now doing 21. They're going to heal again. They're also going to heal over here. And they're going to keep getting stronger and hitting harder. So we're going to kill this person outright, which is great. The bad news is if we don't get the torch, which we haven't done, as you can see here now, we're starting to take hits because we're not gonna get through these fawns. Not a great deal I can do about that. I could play a couple of restores to be able to boost these guys up. A little bit worried about you. You're going to be taking hit points straight off the bat, and they've both got fawns. So everyone we hit, we're going to be struggling from. I think we apply this to you. I think we apply this to you because we know you're going to take hits. Now I can either put another regen on here, or I can put a train steward on the next floor. Why can I? Oh, hello. There we go. I can put you on this floor. Just for backup, just in case these people are going to get past, so we're going to need to be able to try and take them out. Hopefully we get the torch to be able to deal with those without taking the thorns. But as you can see, we're taking hits as we go. We did recover a little bit of health. Not ideal. Okay, so we got the torches, so we can handle these guys right now, which is great news. We've also got this, which is going to deal damage. It's a shame we can't hold on to this. It's a real shame we can't hold on to this. I think first things first, let's get rid of these two, I think. Have I got room down here on this floor? I haven't, and that's what I was worried about. I didn't know if I had space to be able to play this guy, because I'd really like to get the rage, but I can't put it out there. I could use this to get an extra 10 health on this dude, and then they'll also improve on the defense. Don't know if it's worthwhile doing. We could put this up here. Why not? It just gives us a little bit of protection. Okay, it's a shame we can't use that bomb. Maybe we should have done. Final wave, as we can see, we have got a torch, which is great news. So we can throw that out there. And this dude is going to die straight away. Even more so if we did this. So we've already halved his healing, and then we can, or his health, and then we can throw one of these out there. Jobs are good, and a little bit of rage applied over there. And we are just going to keep hitting him until he dies. Beautiful. That bomb is pretty good when you got it at the right time. Okay, we got some more cards. We've got some more things to pick up. Ascend a unit again. I'm not completely against it. Apply 5 armor. I'm not completely against that. That could come in really handy at any one point in time. Kind of the scenario has to be perfect, but it could come in really handy. Putting an ascender unit just means that we can stack one floor with more units. So where we had that imp scenario, we could have put them, if our boss was on the middle floor, we could have ascended an imp to that floor. But the problem is the imp plays his skill right at the beginning. I'm going to go and get the armor. Okay, restore 2 health to all friendly units and deal 2 damage. That seems pretty good. Enhance with +4 damage, apply 4 spikes. That doesn't sound horrendous. And another one of these bombs. I mean, that was pretty good, but I might go with this because this is going to boost our dude. And we saw that we sometimes just need a little sort of tap on those people to take them down. So sometimes that's not the worst option. Okay, what have we got going on here? We've got an artifact. Do we want an artifact? Quite possibly. An artifact is kind of A bit like in Slay the Spire, you get the artifacts. They're things that give you a buff, essentially. We've also got a Merchant of Magic. We've got this down here, which is going to restore health. We don't need that. And we could also gain a Hellhorned unit. We can also go to these caverns and we'll get whatever's here. Now, I'm tempted to go this way because I want to get an artifact. Let's go to the caverns first. Let's get the artifact first. Friendly units enter with 3 rage. That's quite nice. 25% chance to deal 5 damage when an enemy unit enters your train. I mean, this is guaranteed right from the start. Whereas this... It's got to be the restraints, right? It's got to be the restraints. We'll go with the restraints. Okay. So we've got 2 other things. We can restore the pyre, but we haven't taken any damage at the moment. We can also go to the concealed caverns. Now, this is kind of a random event, so if you have played Slay the Spire, think the question marks. This is those. 2 ornate chains chests have emerged from the falling ice. Both chests have a strange lock mechanism. Looks like they could have picked up with shards from the spire. Sorry, could be picked. The more decorated chest might have a few more tries, though. Okay, so we could lose 25 pyre health, but get 150 coins. Or we could do this. Now, we know we're going to heal, so I think we go with this, right? I'm glad I did it in this order. That kind of makes sense. But once, I didn't balls it up. What are the chances? And then we should be able to heal. So we're not at full health, but in pretty good shape. And hopefully next time we find a shop, we can do some good shopping. Okay. Heavily armoured creations protect this ex-professor in his quest to safeguard Sephra and the Winged. Okay. Plating seal. Constructed explosive enter with damage shield. Okay. That doesn't sound great for us, really, but never mind. Okay. Damage shield. Nullify the next source of damage. Okay. So this works differently to everything else. So he's the strongest boss that we've faced. He moves between floors freely, but it can be attacked if you clear the other enemies out from that floor. So as we can see, we've got some enemies here. He's going to throw a bomb out, which isn't great. Down here, we've got some enemies to deal with. And we've seen these enemies before. The bad news is we don't have anything to deal with this, but that's not strictly true because since then, we've got this thing. So I think we throw out our Hornbreaker Prince. We throw out our Awoken. We then throw down a Glimmer, which is going to kill these 2. And that means we can straight up kill this one. We could put a Train Steward on a floor. Don't know if it's worth it. We could throw a regen down onto this to start getting some extra. And this, as you can see, this one came out with 3 rage, so did you. So they're both doing more damage straight off the bat. The only reason I didn't put the Train Steward down is if I'd put him here, the bomb would have gone off and would have been back to where we started. So the boss doesn't attack, he just keeps moving. He didn't go up top, he came down here. That's interesting. Okay, so what have we got? We're going to take 16 damage. Triggers when you cast a spell on this floor. He gets stronger every time we cast a spell. We can't put the imp down, which is annoying. We could apply some armor, but that's a spell and we're going to get it. Okay. Despawn and deal 10 damage to the front enemy. That's a lot. If we do that, we're going to give him an extra couple of hits. Interesting. So what we could do is put a couple of damage on this to get rid of it. And then we're just straight up fighting these 2. And we could give him some armor to protect him. Doesn't seem like the worst shout here. Okay, I think we're going to go for it. So we're going to lose 8 health over here, whereas I could give him some armor to protect him. I could put the Train Steward out. I'm a little bit worried. You know what? You're going to be okay. Nice if we had some regen. I'm going to put the Train Steward. Can I not put you on the top floor? There we go. And I can still put the armor out. Perfect. He's doing 5 damage, so we're negating that armor, essentially. Okay. Nice. So our multi-strike carried on to the boss. Okay, so you're going to die. We'll come back and have a look at you in a second. But the plus point is we can restore health and kill this in one turn, which would be really nice. And then we can do a couple of bits of damage up there. I feel like that's probably the way to go, right? Beautiful. And we're doing damage again because we've got the attack and the rage, because they come in with the rage. Pretty good. I like it. It's nice to be able to chip away some of the health of these straight away. We don't have to worry about that middle floor. This dude is going to get stronger with each one of these that we play. This one is the one that we probably need to worry about the most, I think. And I think it's worthwhile, even though he's getting stronger. I think it's worthwhile throwing these out here, because we're getting stronger as well. This guy is going to make it to the next floor without us doing enough damage to him. But it's not the end of the world. We're also getting weaker with each turn because of the rage is wearing off if it hasn't already. Okay, so he's run up to the next floor. We've got some new guys to deal with. The boss is down here with his bomb again, which is a bit annoying. Okay. So I could throw out another train steward. This guy's got 19 health. We're going to hit him for 8 when he gets up to the next floor. So I'll actually have to put out a couple of these. Again, might not be the worst option because we're not making these stronger. All of these are going to die apart from the bomb, and I've got no way of dealing with that bomb. So I think I throw you out on this floor, and I throw you out on this floor, and then I could put another one up there, or I could... Or I could regen again. Which again, don't think is the worst shout. Ouchie. Took quite a lot of damage there. It's not ideal. Okay. And now we're straight up against the boss. So we're going to do 179. I don't know if that's enough. What we can do is throw out the glimmer, which is going to give us a little bit more of a healing and do a little bit of damage to him. And then just straight up throw out some damage. Okay. So I don't know if we're going to... I don't think we're going to do enough. It depends on what cards we get between turns to really see us through here. Want to speed up combat? We can speed it up. I'm going to keep it on slow just for this. And then we'll maybe split the run into a couple of videos. But as you can see, our warrior's just died. Our prince has just died. 36. I don't think we're going to do enough damage to him. We're only going to do 7 damage because this guy is going to die straight away. But we could throw out the bomb. Which is going to help. But these two are still going to die. What we can do is throw you out in front, I think. That means you take the first attack, and then these guys get to attack back. So by putting a little weakling in front, although he does quite a lot of damage, means that he attacks, then we attack, then he, so we get the opportunity to stop him from doing any real damage to us. And then I guess we just throw one of these out. We will throw one of these out. Doesn't really matter. And there we go. Job's a good one. Okay, so we won 2-turn boss rush. So I guess because he got to the second floor, we lose some. And then we got some more spoils. So we can draft a unit. We got a rare pack and major enhancements. So let's go and have a little look at those. Okay, so a rare pack we can pick up Unleash the Wildwood, restore friendly units to full health. Sounds pretty impressive. Impalate, deal damage to the front enemy until equal to 15 times the number of imp units in your deck. So we've only got, what, 1 at the moment? Have we got 2? We've got 2, right? I don't know. Anyway, And then Spike of the Hellhorn. Apply 2 rage and 2 times armor. Okay, so again, this is one using all of our ember. I don't feel like that's going to help us, but that could really save us at some point. Okay, so we can pick up another unit. So we could get the Demon Fiend. Now, he is 4 to play, but 50 health, 50 damage. Sounds pretty impressive, right? Another one where that bomb will really work. We could get another Awoken who would be good. Now, the reason I know that we can pick up this card is because one of the things that we can get at the end of this round will improve the number of Ember we've got. But that's a whole hand of just playing this card. But 50 and 50 is big. And then this Husk Hermit sweep. So sweep attacks all enemies. Pretty good for taking out those other ones we've got at the back. I think we're going for it. Let's go for the big boy. And then we've got the option of +1 Ember. And we get 10 health and 30 max health points, I think it is. Or we can improve the extra cards. We can get an extra card each turn. Or we can improve the capacity on each floor, which would have been good because we could have really used one of those imps at any one time. But we're going to go with this since we picked up the big boy. Okay. And then the good news is we get to choose where we're going. But we're going to do that next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this, please let me know. I don't know what the best thing to do is. If we record one whole sitting, the episode will be huge. I'm playing it quite slowly because I want to try and do my best to explain it and also learn it as we go. I'm sure there's things I've missed, so if you know better than me, please let me know in the comments below. And head over to Twitch, follow us over there, because at some point I'm sure we'll be streaming this. This is quite a chill little game with quite a lot of depth. And I'm sure I'll cock it up. So let's have a quick look at what we've got here. We've got an Unstable Vortex, so we can remove 2 cards. We've got Hell Vent, so we can duplicate any card except our champion. We've got the Awoken Banner, so we can gain an Awoken unit. And we've got the Dark Forge, so we can upgrade our champion. Over here, we've got the Merchant of Steel, so we can get new powers. We can restore our pyre, and we can get some coins. As much as I'd like to improve some of our units, I think coming down this way is probably the right way to go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.